Welcome to this course Basic Manufacturing Process Unit 2 and Lecture 25 Non-Ferrous Metals. Agenda for today I present in this video lead alloys, thin tin tin and alloys properties and uses, nickel and its alloy. Property and uses of the lead and its alloy. In the non-ferrous metals and the copper in the just continue. Good corrosion resistance, so use for the water pipes and roof protection. Good resistance to chemical action, so use for the acid baths and the containers in the chemical industry. It is very much used in the electrical and plant industries. It is soft and very heavy materials and malleable. It can be easily work and saves. It can be rolled easily. It is also alloyed with brass, steel. It import them free free cutting properties. The melting point of the lead is a 327 degrees Celsius. Used for the manufacture of the storage batteries. Lead as the alloying element to improve the machinability mach- machinability of the bronzes. Tanks lining for the corrosion protection, bearing material reductions for the protection from the X-ray. Lead alloy 80% to the 30% alloyed with tin 20% to the 70% form of solders alloy with other metals make the bearings. White metals type metal alloyed with the small percentage of arsenic. Lead is used to produce salt from the mountains. Tin and tin its alloy. In the tin ore of the tin is the of the constituting constituting or the tin stone. It is also contain compound of the copper, iron, lead, antimony, bismuth and zinc इत्यादि. Firstly, concentrate is the prepared. This concentrates is the roasted to drive off the excess of the arsenic and sulfur. The roasted ore is the transferred to a France to a furnace to the bottom of the furnace. From there, it is the tapered of internal Property and uses of tin and alloys. It is silvery white. It is silvery white, soft, malleable, and ductile. It can be rolled into the very thin sheet. It is the brightly shining white metal. Brightly shining white metal. It is also used for the tightening copper wire. Eh, Tin does not corrode in wet and dry climate, making its alloy its use as the protective containing for the iron and steel. And other application, it is used for the making important alloys, fine and solder. It is the application of the tin, and it's the melting point of the tin is 232 degrees Celsius. Nickel and its alloy. The most important array for nickel is a iron sulfide such that contains about the 3% of nickel. About the 90% of the total production of nickel is source obtained by this source. It's the extraction purpose of extraction process consist of first roasting the ore followed by the smelting in the small blast furnace. Limestone and quartz are added in the flux. Limestone and quartz are added in flux. They they form a slag with the impurities. Coke is used as the fuel. The crude molten nickel is tapped off the periodically from the bottom of the furnace. This crude metal is further refined in the Bessemer converter, followed by the treating with the sulfuric acid, extraction the pure nickel, and achieve the pure nickel. Copper is the separated as the copper sulfide. Copper is the separated by the copper sulfate. Property and uses of the nickel and its alloy. Nickel is a nickel is the touch silver white and colored metal, malleable and weldable, magnet, magnetic. Uh, Articles of the iron, steel, and nickel plated to the protect them from the rusting. Nickel is used as a crystals in impurity important industrial process. Crystallized in the important of industrial process. It use it has a good resistance to both acid and alkali corrosion. It's the and other application of it is the therefore widely used in the food processing equipments. It has high tensile strength be and it be the easily work cold and hot working process. Here the melting point is the 1453 degrees Celsius of the nickel and its alloy elements. Nickel alloy. The nickel-based alloy are the widely used in engineering and industry on the account account of its the high mechanical strength, properties, corrosion resistance इत्यादि. The most important nickel based alloy are tin alloy. Basic tin alloy are tin solder. Basic in tin alloy is the tin solder, tin copper alloys, bronze, and discussed above. Thank you so much. In this video, I present the most important non-ferrous metal, zinc alloys of that nickel and its nickel alloys.